Good morning, YouTubers. How's it going? I'm just peachy. I've been trying to upload videos since 9:30 this morning, and my internet seems to hate me. I had two videos. I had one video completed, started to upload it, and I lost internet connection. Yeah. I did a third one. I started to upload it, and it was almost done, and I lost internet connection again. So we're going to try this a little differently. I'm going to use my log tech, and then I'm going to upload it from the computer. I'm not going to record straight from YouTube. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier, and I won't lose internet connection again. Okay, so welcome back to the show. Alright, first off, I would like to point something out. My favorite little viewer, my #1 fan, commented on my second video again. I'm not going to say the name, but you guys can go look at it anyways. Commented on my second video, because, you know, I made a video because he said I was a fat hoe. Okay. So he left another comment on me. Yeah. It was cute. It was funny. I swear to God, the guy is psychic. How did he know that I worked in a gas station? Wow. Either this guy's psychic or I have a stalker already. That's funny. Anyway, I was going to point something out. Fat hoe? I'm not a fat hoe. I'm a little on the hefty side, I will admit that. I have some rolls and I have a few extra pounds I'm trying to get rid of. So, there. Anyhow, topic of discussion today is vampires. Because I love me a vampire. Now, there are many myths about vampires. Stephanie Meyer's myths don't count. Because, you know what? Vampires don't sparkle when sunlight hits them. Most vampires will either catch fire and explode if you watch From Dusk Till Dawn, or they will just slowly start to disintegrate and scream and cry until they're a puddle of goo. I'm sorry. I really can't stand Twilight. But there are other myths that are portrayed and in like the books I read. Okay? Let's go with vampire books for now, okay? Forget I said anything else. Let's go with vampire books. Alright. I love J.R. Ward's The Black Dagger Brotherhood. Awesome! Amazing, sexy male vampires. And get this is really good, but they have no hair whatsoever on their bodies. They have hair on their heads, maybe on their face, but nowhere else on their bodies. That's kind of hot. Maybe. I don't know yet. Whatever. Anyways, Black Dagger Brotherhood is a group of vampires. The Brotherhood. They protect their race from the Lessers. The soulless, pretty much dead, inadequate, eunuch type guys who smell like baby powder. They want to kill off the vampire race. These brothers protect the vampire race from these Lessers. Now, the thing with J.R. Ward's vampires, their hearts do beat. You gotta pump blood somewhere. They do eat. They sleep like normal people. They drink. They, you know, whatever. But this is the only species. In her theory, this species feeds off itself. You get what I'm saying here? The male vampire will find his female vampire, and they will feed from each other. They still eat regular food, duh. And, you know, these vampires are born. Okay? They worship the scribe virgin. And this group of vampires is born. Okay. So, these vampires feed from each other for sustenance. They'll eat regular food, but they need their mate's blood, or blood of one of the chosen ones, which is an untouched female vampire who lives with the scribe virgin, to, you know, continue to live on. And they do eventually die. They just get really, they'll just keep going through the years, and they will eventually die. Like 700, 800 years, they will eventually die, get old and die. Because your parents aren't going to live forever, people. What else am I getting at with this one? The books are amazing. J.R. Ward is amazing. I love this woman. She's awesome. I bow down to her. Okay, let's go to Carolyn Sparks' Love Stake series. Now, her vampires. Okay, same with the BDB. Can't go out in sunlight. Okay, they cannot go out in sunlight. Their hearts do beat, but when daylight comes, they go into their death sleep and their hearts stop. Everything stops. Clinically, they're dead for the entire day until dusk. Yeah, dusk. When the sun sets, they rise. Yeah, okay. Their hearts pick up again. And these guys don't eat, but they don't feed off. They don't live off their own species. They drink synthetic blood because the head vampire, he's a scientist. He created synthetic blood to help his race survive, so they didn't have to feed off humans. But he also uses the synthetic blood to help the human race. Get what I'm going? But then there's the bad vampires who say, screw the synthetic blood, let's just suck the humans dry and we'll rule the world. So it's this whole war going on, but it's a really good series. Janina Frost's version, her vampires can go out in daylight. Their hearts do not beat at all, day or night, but they don't go into a death sleep. I'm pretty sure they're allowed to go out in daylight for a little bit. Daylight doesn't really exactly kill them like flambe. Yeah, I like Gina Frost really much because she does the 900 novels, and Cat and Bones are hot. Awesome series. Okay, I'm getting carried away again. All right, yeah. Gina Frost's vampires. Daylight's a plus. They can do that. They don't eat. They don't feed off their own species, or do they? You gotta read those books to find out because I'm not saying anything. Fuck, I really don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, the one major thing all these books have in common: vampire sex. That is the hottest shit I've ever read. Oh my god, and especially J.R. Ward. She throws erotica into her books, and normally I cannot read those books. I can't read straight porn books. That's what I call them. I call them porn books. They're erotica novels, but I can't read them. Because, like, my friend gave me one. I think it was called Strip Poker. I opened the first page. Oh my god, sex. Alright, that's the prologue. Okay, first chapter. Sex in a limo. Okay, let's go through. Halfway through the first chapter. More sex. Alright, second chapter. Oh my god, look, a paragraph doesn't have sex. I couldn't get into it, so I stopped reading and gave it back. Can't do it. I need something that's actually got a decent plot line in it. It's seriously like reading a porn with a really bad plot. Okay. What other vampire shows? Oh yeah. Now this is really cool. Laura Adrian does the Midnight Breed series. Now her vampires don't originate from like the BDB. They worship the scribe version, and their vampires are born. Yeah. The Midnight Breed series, these vampires originated from aliens. Coolness! Hello! Totally awesome coolness. The Ancient Ones crashed down to Earth, mated with the human population, and therefore created the vampires. And this is another species that feeds off itself, much like the BDB. Pretty cool, huh? Except this is where the weird part comes in. The male vampires... in the Midnight Breed series, there are no female vampires. They only produce male vampires. That's cool. Because these male vampires will find a human female who is called a breed mate. You'll know she's a breed mate because she has she's a mark, like a birthmark on her that looks like a crescent moon with a teardrop in it. And usually she has some sort of talent or whatever. But because she has that birthmark on her, she's born to be a breed mate. So she'll be with this breed. This vampire for the rest of her life. He feeds off her, she feeds off him, he'll live, she'll live forever by feeding off him. See? But again, the women and the humans eat, the vampires don't. So, yeah, whatever. Midnight Breed series is awesome though. So that's a good series too. Let's see, vampires, okay. The whole thing, all these books I've read, none of these books include this myth. Cannot be invited in unannounced. That myth we apparently know is completely bullshit, because every vampire book I've read, there you go. Whatever. A lot of the vampire books, the vampires do have a thing against silver. But garlic, I don't think I've ever seen anything with garlic. I think one series I read, they had garlic. There was a thing with garlic, but yeah, other than that, no. Another really great series, Jennifer Reardon's Jazz Park series. Jennifer Reardon, rest in peace, died last September. Passed away last September, which sucked because I was just really starting to get into her books. I was really hoping she'd make more, and yeah, it's terrible. But the Jazz Park series she wrote was amazing. She finished the last book. It doesn't come out till June, but I can't wait. Now, Jazz Parks herself is not a vampire. She's actually an assassin working for a vampire. And there is no major sex scene in these books. They kind of lead up to it, but they don't actually detail it, which kind of sucks. But the books are funny as hell. Jazz Park and her little crew of merry assassins. It's just funny. What the hell? Okay. Vampire movies? From Dusk to Dawn. Awesome film. Blade. The Blade series. Blade 2, and Blade Trinity. Love it. I love Blade Trinity because Ryan Reynolds is sexy as hell. When I first saw Interview with a Vampire, I was like maybe 10 or 12 years old and couldn't really get into the whole blood and guts thing. As soon as I started seeing blood coming out of this guy's neck, I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs now and play Mario Brothers. Because I felt nauseous just watching this. I couldn't do it anymore. But I sat down and watched it and realized, you know what? Brad Pitt makes a good vampire. He can bite my neck. Hell, any vampire can bite my neck right now. I want to be a vampire. But yeah. I'm sorry, but so I'm sorry, all you Twilight fans, but vampires don't sparkle and they don't drive silver Volvos. Usually, if they walk into the sun, they burst into flames. That's how real vampire goes out. And they don't, like I said, no silver Volvos. They drive motorcycles or Escalades and woohoo! In Kat's opinion, she was driving a pickup truck. But okay. Alright. I think that's pretty much good. Okay, yeah. Those are the vampire series I think you guys should go up, pick up, and read. Jared Ward's Black Dagger Brotherhood. Laura Adrian, Midnight Breed series. Kierlyn Sparks, Love at Stake series. Janina Frost, the Night Huntress novels. And she does the Night Huntress World novels, which there's 2 spin-off books from the series. Very good. Gotta read those too. But read the Night Huntress ones first. Read the first 4 Night Huntress ones, then read the Night Huntress World books, and then there's another Night Huntress book, and there's another one coming out soon. So, yeah. And the Jazz Park series with Jennifer Reardon. Those are good. Also off vampire topic. If you want to read a really good book, I can't remember the chick's name. But she did a book called Angel's Blood, and then there's Archangel's Kiss, and then the third one was Archangel's Consort. Really good book. It does have vampires in it, but they're not the main. They're not the main source. They're not the main entertainment. It's mainly about archangels. And awesome freaking series. Again, sex is good. I'm gonna get my kicks somewhere. I might as well get it from the books I read, man. My God, give me a break. Okay. Alright, kids, well, I do believe this is the end of my little vampire whatever. Seriously, though, leave comments, give me some lovin', subscribe. That felt good. And throw some topics at me. Come on, we gotta have something to discuss. If not, I'm going to whip out these sock puppets. No, I don't own sock puppets, but I do have a bunch of stuffed animals that would love to be on camera. Or I would laugh my ass off seeing them on camera. And I do have a stuffed vampire toy. Okay, I'm done. Alright, kids. Have a good night. And this video is a lot longer than I anticipated it would be. I said have a good night. Have a good day, guys. And I will see you tomorrow. And again, if I don't see some topics, I'm whipping out the sock puppets. You'll enjoy it. Later days.